got another free NBA pick coming your way. The New Orleans Pelicans are taking on the Brooklyn Nets. This week's promo code is GOLF. GOLF saves you 20% off the entire site. I'm Allie Burns. This is Picks and Parlays, and I've got Craig Trapp with me today. How's it going, Craig? I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I'm coming back from spring break, so a nice vacation, even though, of course, I'm still working while I'm on spring break, but I didn't do as many videos at the end of last week, beginning of this week, just because it's hard to depend on internet in these condos that we're renting down there in Florida. But we're back in the NBA. Still got, 5 weeks left of the NBA season, and it's start of April. It's amazing with the season being pushed back because of COVID that we still have this much left.
Yep, I'm not mad. I'm not bad. Let's keep basketball rolling for as long as basketball can roll, is how I feel about it. So this could be a good one. We've got the Pelicans taking on the Nets in Brooklyn. Brooklyn's the favorite, minus 5.5 points. The total's at 232.5. So how are we going to roll with this one?
Well, of course, you can't fail to mention that these two teams are so banged up. Of course, Zion, Brandon Ingram, both questionable. I'm guessing they'll both probably go in this one. And then the good news for Brooklyn is sounds like maybe Kevin Durant's getting close. I don't think he'll probably go in this one. James Harden also questionable. Think he will probably give it a go. But good news is Kyrie is in for the Brooklyn Nets. But so you have to mention that. I'm expecting all but maybe Kevin Durant. I don't think he'll probably go in this one, but I do think everybody else will be a go in this one. And one thing that you can say, these two teams, they don't like playing defense and they play a lot of offense, and it has led to some really high-scoring games. So that's why I'm looking at a total first and foremost in this one. So we'll talk about that after we talk about the side. When you talk about the side in this one, will Zion be rusty? Because, if he plays, who does Brooklyn have that can guard him? Blake Griffin at his advanced age, LaMarcus Aldridge, I don't think these guys can stop if Zion is healthy and full go, can go full minutes. So I probably, if all those guys are playing, I definitely would wait to game time to make sure of that, because both of these teams have a habit of calling guys out or playing guys at the last minute. They let people know. So I would wait. If you're going to bet the side, I would take New Orleans if and only if Zion and Brandon Ingram are in on this one.
All right, that seems to make sense. Even if Zion does play, do you think he'll be at limited minutes for this first game back?
It's a thumb injury, so I think if he's good, I think he'll probably play, regular minutes or as pretty close to it as possible. Maybe he'll get a few extra breaks and play shorter periods of time, but I still think the New Orleans will be the play if they both those guys play. But to me, the side is not where I'm going to be putting my money. The money is going to be on this total. And the reason why is these two teams are two of the best teams in the NBA on overs. You have to think that when you see 230 plus in the NBA, that is very, very high scoring, especially in years past. Maybe not as much this year as years past, but New Orleans, 33 of their 49 games have gone over. And Brooklyn, 51 games they played this year, 30 of them have gone over. So two very, very good over teams. And, the last 3 games have been lower over totals for this New Orleans team because we've seen Zion and the company out. Well, guess what? All 3 games still went over. Now, like I said, they were in the 213 to 220 range, but I still think this one will get pushed over. James Harden, I think, will be back. I think when he's back, man, this Brooklyn team can really, really push the ball and really score. So I like the over 232.5. Same thing, though, on this one. Make sure you wait till game time to play this one, because if James Harden doesn't play, if Zion doesn't play, and Brandon Ingram doesn't play, this total will come way down. I would expect this total will probably be in the high, probably 227, 228. I still would play that over, but I just want that better number if I'm going to bet that.
Right, absolutely. All right, so that all makes good sense, like you usually do. So we're going to be careful with the side here. If Zion is in, we are going to be looking towards taking the Pelicans with the points, but the strongest play here is going to be on the over 232.5. However, make sure that you check your rosters because that number could drop. That's your best bet from Craig Trapp and Picks and Parlays. Bet, win, repeat.